guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play I'll Be by Edwin McCain. For the basics of this song, you'll just need your guitar and standard tuning. If you want to master your chords back to front, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve in guitar in general, then check out Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Alright, let's jump into the lesson. Now before I teach you how to play this without a capo, the same way that Edwin McCain plays it live, I'm going to teach you the easiest possible way of playing this, and that requires a capo on the 4th fret of your guitar. By playing the song this way with the capo, you will avoid a lot of those stretchy chords that you see in the no capo version later in the lesson. First off, the intro is really nice and easy. It's just the G chord held out and the C chord held out. Now this song is in 6/8 timing, so we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for the verse and the chorus, it's really nice and easy. There's just one line of chords here. We have a G chord, and then we have a C chord, back to a G chord, and then a D/F sharp chord. So from the G chord, just lift your index and middle finger, keep your ring finger where it is, and put your index on the 2nd fret of the 6th string and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And you just want to focus on the top 5 strings there. So that's our D/F sharp. And then finally we have a C/E, which is the same as the C chord, except we're letting the top 6th string ring in. Now in terms of strumming pattern, this song is in 6/8 timing. So we can use a really simple all down strum strumming pattern on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you could use that through the entire song if you wanted to. You could also mix things up and add some up strums in there. So you could go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, if you wanted to. But for the purposes of this lesson, I'm gonna continue with the super simple all down strum strumming pattern. So you're playing along with the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And an easy way to keep time is to just play that 1st and 4th beat a little bit harder than the rest, so that you're playing in chunks of 3 effectively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to use that strumming pattern once for the G, C, and G. For that final bar, the D/F sharp and the C/E are contained within one bar. The point at which we change is on that 4 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it for the verse and choruses, which will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's just repeated again and again. The next part to learn is the pre-chorus, which utilizes the same chords that we had in the verse. We're just using them in a different order now. So for the first line of chords, we have the G, and then we go down to the D/F sharp. Now those two chords are contained within one strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go down to our C/E and back up to our D/F sharp within one strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that first line of chords is played through 3 times. Then for the second line of chords, we have a G for 1 full strumming pattern, a D/F sharp for 1 full strumming pattern, our C/E for 1 full strumming pattern, and then a D chord for 1 full strumming pattern. So that's it for the pre-chorus, which sounds like this. So that's it for the pre-chorus. Now the next part to learn is the break, which happens after the second chorus. And it's just the G chord for 2 strumming patterns. Really nice and easy. Now the final thing to learn in this song is the bridge, which has 2 lines of chords. So we're going to play an E minor 7. So it's the same as a G chord, except you lift your index and middle finger and put them on the 2nd frets of the 5th and 4th string. So we're going to play that for 1 strumming pattern, then a D for 1 strumming pattern, and then a C chord for 2 strumming patterns. That line of chords is played through twice. And then for the second line of chords, we play an F sus2. So to play that, ring and pinky finger on the 3rd frets of the 5th and 4th string, index finger on the first fret of the second string, and you're going to leave that third string open. So that's our F sus2. If you can, reach your thumb over the top to hit the first fret of the sixth string, but it's not 100% necessary. So that chord for one strumming pattern, and then a D for one strumming pattern. So the bridge. And those are all the parts to the easiest version of playing this song with a capo on the fourth fret of your guitar. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how Edwin McCain actually plays this live, and he doesn't use a capo for this particular version, but there's some chord shapes that are a little trickier than in the easier version I just taught you. So let's start with our intro. So we're going to start off with a B at 11. So it's the same as a F major chord shape, but we're shifting it all the way up to 7th and 9th fret. And then we're also going to be lifting our index finger so that the second and first strings ring out. And that is our B at 11 chord. We're going to strum that and hold it out for one full bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next we have an E, so we're just going to shift our index, ring and pinky finger down one fret, and we're going to lift our middle finger. And we can strum all the strings here. So open 6th, 2nd and 1st are open. So that's our E chord. We're going to strum that and hold that out for one full bar. So that's it for the intro, really nice and simple. Next we get to the verse/chorus. Now we're going to use that B at 11 and we're going to strum that for one strumming pattern. We're going to use that really basic all down strum strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can accent on the 1 and the 4 beat in order to keep time. So 2 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or alternatively, you could do something a little more fancy like down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. But to keep things simple, I'll just use the all down strumming pattern. So B at 11 for one strumming pattern, E for one strumming pattern, then B at 11 for one strumming pattern. And this is where our tricky chord shapes come into play. We first have a G flat/B flat. So to play that, we have our middle and ring finger on the 6th frets of the 6th and 3rd strings. Your index finger will reach down to the 4th fret of the 4th string, and your pinky finger will go up to the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So there's 4 notes that we're hitting there. With this 5th string, you want to keep that muted. And that will kind of naturally happen as you reach your middle finger across to hit that 6th string. So this is G flat/B flat, and then we shift this exact shape down, and that is E/G sharp. Now those two chords are contained within the one strumming pattern, so you're going to strum each chord 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it for the verse and chorus, which sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And that just repeats again and again in the verse and choruses. The next part to learn is the pre-chorus, and we're going to start with our B at 11 and then shift down to our G flat/B flat. And those two chords are within one strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go down to an E/G sharp and back up to our G flat/B flat. And those two chords are within one strumming pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first line of chords. Now that first line of chords is repeated through 3 times. And then for the second line of chords, we have our B at 11, and we're returning back to having each chord played out for a full strumming pattern. So 6 strums there, and then we go down to our G flat/B flat, and then down to our E/G sharp, and then we're going to end with an F sharp 11 chord. So it's the same as an F major chord, except we shift this up one fret, and you're lifting your index finger so that the first and second strings ring out. It's the same shape as that B at 11, but just down here. So the final line of chords. So that's it for the pre-chorus. After the second chorus, there's a break, and it's just our B at 11 chord for 2 strumming patterns. And finally, the last thing to learn is the bridge. So we're going to start with the G sharp minor 7 chord. So we have our middle finger on the 4th fret of the 6th string, ring and pinky on the 4th frets of the 4th and 3rd string. So that's our G sharp minor. You're going to keep that 5th string muted. Focus on those top 4 strings, but if you happen to hit the top 2 strings, that's okay as well. That for 1 strumming pattern. Then we go down to our F sharp 11 chord. Then we go down to an E chord for 2 strumming patterns. And I like to play that with my middle ring and pinky finger because you just can shift that down from the F sharp 11. That first line of chords is played through twice, and then for our second line of chords we have an A sus2, and then back to our F sharp 11. So the bridge in total will sound like this. And those are all the parts to this no capo version of the song, which is how Edwin McCain plays it if you watch his live performances. So now I'll be doing 2 playthroughs of the song. The first playthrough will be the more difficult version, and the second playthrough will be the easy version. A big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to these playthroughs. Feel free to play these back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Never emeralds from mountains, pearls toward the sky, and never feeling their depth. Tell me we belong together, dress it up with the trappings of love. We'll be captivated. I'll hang from your lips instead of the gallows. Heartache that hang from above. And I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be your love suicide. And I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. And rain falls angry on the tin roof as we lie awake in my bed. And you're my survival, you're my living proof. Love is alive and not dead. Tell me we belong together, dress it up with the trappings of love. We'll be captivated. I'll hang from your lips instead of the gallows. A heartache that hang from above. And I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be your love suicide. And I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. And I dropped out, burned out, walked my way back from the dead. Till it turned on, remember the things that you said. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be your love suicide. And I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be your love suicide. And I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. The greatest fan of your life. Greatest fan of your life.
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here. Or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.